And there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
56.
Protein spill.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Two.
They go play action here on first down.
Rush in. Rush in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Ready.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now it's Rudolph. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Let's go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. Still that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Able to find Switzer. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. Wiggles free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish a ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Boom! Big
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
I'm coming after you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Let's go one more.
Let's go.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
That's right.
Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
High 7. You better be a get it.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And he's got this down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
His
up.
first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good
General
blocking
West.
up front, but how about his vision behind the holes and seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
5.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Here we go.
Give him
Here we go.
14 on that
Here
one
we go.
and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Let's go now.
First opportunity
8,
for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers
Easy
touchdown.
work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And some room to work. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Short throw,
You got
pick
juice,
six
son.
right there.
He
Those
took yours,
linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
We're going to work.
Ready.
The Cincy
Black,
offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. They had a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
On 2nd and 7, Winston flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Ready. Black,
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. Blue lady.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Boys, not up. Boys, not up.
On 2nd down,
Let's
here's
go, D.
Mixon.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I got him.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got
Let's
it.
go.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Switzer on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. The second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now it's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
All day.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
Ready.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Let's go.
20.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Wait.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
20.
Steelers'
Black 25. Behind.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Ready. Black 25.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Winston. He wants it all for the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Rudolph. Switch.
He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. First down, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
And I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
We got to get the ball.
Here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hit it. Step with the mic. Watch 57.
Rudolph looking to throw it.
Watch the run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Smoke! Here we go.
Get it! They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Okay, break. 57's the mic. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Hey, wahoo. Hey, dude.
Rudolph on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in.
Nice
touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play action. Winston airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
right.
to be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
I know he ain't got it. 36.
Hey, Delta. Put it. Go.
Staying on the ground with Samuels.
Get there.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get
Deep rip.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 37. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
61. Matchbox lights. Put it.
Mike
On
57.
1st and 10, Rudolph. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go. Let's do this.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Here we go.
That tight end
15
position,
line.
it just
15
seems to
line.
continue to evolve
Check 13.
every year in the
Check
NFL.
13.
Yeah,
Alpha.
you're getting really terrific
gotta
athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great
That's it,
hands,
baby.
and big
That's
bodies, which make them
Yo,
excellent targets for
Cheetah.
quarterbacks.
Mike 57. Oh, you got D? Shift. Watch the shift.
Here's Samuels again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the
We play to
25.
win. Let's
12
go.
yards there and a first
On the
down.
double.
Watch Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Shift.
Pilot 64. Weak. Snap.
On first down, Rudolph. The blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've
We got
absorbed
it.
in
We
this
got it.
game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And
10
they need to
Lobo.
work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack.
Ready.
2nd and 19.
Ready.
Now Rudolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way
60
with them.
outlaw.
9th play of the drive now on
Hey,
3rd and a country
Haywood.
mile.
57's the Mike.
Greystone travel.
The Mike. Hey,
On the ball. Hit it.
watch the twist.
Rudolph
Watch
looking
the
to
twist.
throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
go, baby.
Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. We'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Ready. Black 25 behind.
50, Mike, 50. Get in the weight room.
Jameis now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get in the weight room.
Play that up. Play that up.
This is Mixon on the draw.
Double dog.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Ready.
From the
Black
32
25.
now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Play fake. Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ryan
Sex
Shazier
all day, baby.
leading the
Go ahead,
surge
take a
there as
seat.
he
You
drops him
can't
for a
stop.
loss
Ready.
of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Winston, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it's Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Good work,
well,
boy.
we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Rudolph on 1st down.
Hey, let's get in that
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
80 weapon.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
60 Pittsburgh.
Right there, 56.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll keep it on the ground. Samuels. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. He'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
8 read.
Mike 57.
All day. All day.
Big grip.
Back to throw, Rudolph. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now,
and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Come on,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to go with #1 for what we've seen this season.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
Nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
70, Indy.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's it.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action
Central
since
West.
you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Winston. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jameis now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
You ready?
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing. Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Bullock good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
This is Samuels. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
The Steelers on 3rd down.
Here we
6
go, G, get off the
conversions in
field.
9 tries. They've
Check
done a
out
great
Humphrey.
job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
Big Rivers.
On 3rd down, here's Samuel. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
All day.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
and they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh,
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when attacking a damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High score, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, I deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach was ready, but letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.
that with an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can
20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. Be liking my flavor. I think it's God's. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story f***ed up if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm